All right, I am here sitting with a great friend of mine. She's today's new customer spotlight. Her name is Belinda Henderson. She's the owner of Belinda Henderson Coaching. I was referred to her by our good mutual friend Zandra Evans. She's the owner of Zandra TV in Dallas, Texas. I met Belinda a few months ago, but I wanted to bring her on today because she did some amazing things over the last few weeks. We worked together and we've done some amazing things together. But we're going to talk about everything. There's a lot we got to cover. But first, Belinda, a lot has happened since we first met and started working together. You hired me to help you design your website, your brand, your speaking platform. So I want to talk about all that because you have absolutely launched out. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and we're just going to go through it so people can get a feeling and an expectation of if they decided to hire me to do the same thing I did for you, this is what they should expect. All right. So I'm going to just give you a couple of questions. First, welcome
Okay.
to the new client spotlight. First,
Thank you.
all right. So when we first did our client consultation, right? Just think a few months ago, what was it that you wanted me to do for you? What did you have in mind?
Well, actually, I had in mind actually meeting someone that can coach me in such a way that I will be, um, that I would have everything I need
Mm,
to be able to speak in the lives of other people. And literally, it was more, way more than I expected. Just
yeah. At the
way
beginning of
more.
talking to you, I was like, okay, not only do you need me to design a website for you, but you need a whole speaker's platform, and there's a lot involved. We talk
Yes,
about this. People don't know this. I want to be a public speaker. I want to travel around the world. I want to be on stages, and that's not as easy as you think. There's a lot of back office stuff that needs to happen. There's a lot of things you need to
exactly.
build out. And you came to me. The thing I love about you, Belinda, is you came to me and you said, look, this is what I believe God's called me to. I believe I'm ready right now to do it. I just don't know what to do. I don't have anything. Can you help me? Right. And I was like, well, you came to the right guy because God has gifted me uniquely to be able to help people bring their vision to life. And that's what we do with my company, Manifest Media
Yes.
LLC. So how would you describe your experience working with me and with our company?
Well, as I said before, it was just way, way more than what I expected.
All right. So describe for us your experience working with me and with our company.
Okay. First of all, it was just way more than I expected. And I like how you handle who you work with. I mean, it is with such love and with such care. A lot of times when you do something wrong, you go away having a bad feeling. Well, when I did something that I did not get completely right or whatever, the way you handled me made me want to do more. I was like, you know what, I can do this. Just how you handle me, it just made me feel like, Belinda, you can do this. You
Mm,
know, it was interesting. It was challenging, and it was just in the information that you gave was just mind blowing. I mean, it's just revelative knowledge that you don't even. It's things that you don't even think about that you share and it just makes you think. I mean, it's a whole different level of coaching, a way people would call
yeah.
coaching. For me, it's just a whole different level because you're dealing with the
Mm,
whole person. You're not just giving me something that I can go out and get on the stage and do. It's a life-changing experience.
yeah.
It's a literal life-changing experience.
So let me tell you guys what she's talking about. Some of you might be going, okay, wait a minute. I thought you designed the website for her. I did, but let me tell you what happened as I was designing the website, and we were going through designing the website and figuring out her brand colors, and her imaging and all that stuff. She began to say, I really want to be a coach. I want to be a powerful impact in others' lives. I believe I have a word that God has given me and gifted me with to bring to the people. And so within Manifest Media, we have a purpose and power coaching platform. And because I'm also a business coach and a trainer, and so she knew that, and she was like, I would like for you to coach me. Can you coach me on how to be a coach? So that's what she's talking about. We went, as we were designing the website, it went from designing the website to then like, a couple months of me just training her on what it means to be a purpose and power coach and walk her through that and get her to kind of see her uniqueness and that gift that God's given her. That's what
Yes.
she's talking about, that revelative
Yes.
knowledge. And that's what she's talking about. I know the people are saying, wait a minute,
I mean,
you
it's
got all
not
that from a
normal.
website being designed? No, it was the website design and coaching her to become a coach at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just every day, I couldn't wait till the next coaching section every time. Every time I learned something new about myself, or new that I can use to relate to other people on a different level. It was, it's just not normal. And I'm telling you, you will not ever have a normal experience with Mr. Stephen Walker. It will never be a normal experience. It will be just over the top. It was nothing like I expected. I feel like I'm a totally different person.
Well, you
I
are.
don't even feel
You
like the
went through
same
2 months of
person.
you went through 2 months of boot camp. You are a totally different person.
Oh my God. It was like coming out from the butterfly, the cocoon, that's coming out through the butterfly. And it's just, and what was another thing was so amazing, you have a way of teaching people how to treat other people with the respect that you would want to be treated with. It's just a way that you would do it, because people, when people don't say the right things, or maybe don't get things right the way you think they should be said and done, or whatever, people have a way of like demonizing people. But you did not do that, and you find something good in everything. Everything is
Well, I
like,
told you, one of the things of our purpose and power platform is the one thing that the Lord taught me is we have to give people grace to grow. God did that for me, and
oh
I
my
should
God.
do it for other people.
Yes, that's my word. That's one of my words that I took away from the coaching. It's like, give them grace, but it was how you set it up. It was how you said it. I can't remember everything I said and why you shared that information, but it was how you set it up, and the way that you should approach other people when they're growing. Give other people grace to grow. What's going on with them right now? You never know what's going on with people.
Truly.
People react to you according to what kind of day they're having, you know? And so you don't know if it's been a good, bad, or ugly day.
Right.
And now you're just talking about them and demonizing them and saying they're this, that, and the other. And when you said, no, you need to give people grace to grow. And I thought about that. I was like, give people grace to grow. That is absolutely beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because we're all growing. None of us has made it yet.
That's right. And whether it's business or family or really just self-care, you don't know
Self-care.
what you don't know. And that's why you hire a coach. And so becoming a purpose and power coach and the coaching program that I took Belinda through, she's actually the first purpose and power coach that I've trained within my company. So she's the first person to do that. And I'll be having a purpose and power academy for other coaches to come in as well. But let's go ahead and do this, because I know they're wondering about the website. So I want to show everybody the website, show them the platform that we built for you and your brand. Yeah. And all that. So tell everyone what you thought when you first saw the website.
Hey. Yeah.
All right. So I know they're wondering about the website, so I want to show everyone the website, but I want you first to kind of give everyone your thoughts when you first saw the website, what we built for you and your brand. What was your thoughts?
When I first saw my website, it actually blew me absolutely away. I mean, I have been looking for somebody like him for all of my life. All of my life. I mean, I met him and it was a package deal with everything. Everything that I thought of, everything I felt like I needed, everything I needed. He was everything. And when I saw that website, I was like, is that me? It's like, oh my God, you see me like that? Wow. I got to live up to this, because it was so powerful and so mind blowing and just absolutely done. And with the spirit of excellence. And I was like, wow. And it's amazing to see a website and to say, I'm going to have to live up to that website. You know what I'm saying? It is so good. I'm going to have to live up to that website. Is that really me? It was awesome.
Thank you so much. I'm going to bring it up on the screen so everybody can see it. So this is Belinda's website. It's at coachbelindahenderson.com, and this is what we created for her. This is her platform, and so basically the way we set it up is right at the beginning. Everyone comes in and they see her brand, her quotes right there. Your voice is as strong as your ability to listen. People can
Yes.
book now and go to her social media. And I won't go through the whole website, but I just kind of want you to see the flow of it.
Yes. Look at that smile.
Right there. There you go. Yep.
That's
And
me.
her endorsements, what to expect as a purpose and power coach. Another quote. And go ahead and talk about it. Read the quote and tell people about this.
Okay, this is one of my quotes that I have for my coaching business. You have a high mountain ahead of you. And as your coach, I'm here to make sure that you are fit for the climb. Because a lot of times people walk into opportunities and situations like this, and they have no idea what it takes to be an awesome purpose and power coach. I mean, it's just not something that you wake up one day and that you do. I mean, you need the training, you need the teaching, and and you think that, oh God, this is all I need, but that is not it. And that's why I feel like I'm with the best of the best, because he trained me in ways that I didn't think about, I didn't dream about. And it all had something to do with people. Who are we going to be working with? Who are we going to be dealing with? We're going to be dealing with people, and we're going to be dealing with how to handle people. That's very important to me. It's how you handle me. You can talk about things all day long, but if you handle me in the wrong way, I'm going to go away with a different type of attitude about you. So it's all about how you handle people, and how, Michael, one of my favorite quotes by Maya Angelou is that people will forget what you did, people will forget what you said, but they would never forget how you made them feel. And that walks with me, and it goes with me throughout my whole life. It will, throughout eternity. That is the type of person that I am. When people walk away from me, I want them to walk away from me with an experience and a great way that I made them feel. That's important to me.
Yeah. So you guys can see why I love Belinda. She's one of my awesome new clients, and so not only that, but you have a book, and I'm going to bring it up on the screen here. So we also have that on the website. That of course you can purchase it on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. But let everyone know about your book, Listening Beyond the Call.
Listening Beyond the Call was birthed out of a time in my life when I was a team lead supervisor in a partner relations department that was simultaneously a prayer center. So it all worked together. And in that prayer center, as I was the team lead supervisor, I was over different agents. We would have it was a ministry, and we would have the pastor would preach different messages that would speak to the core of what was going on in people's life. And so what they would do they would call and say, oh, I got to get that message, I got to get that CD, I mean, it touched me, I must have it, or whatever. And when the people call in, the issue is, this is the issue. First of all, you have to have a prayer life to work in that department, because it's a prayer center and it's a partner relations center. So you cannot come to work without knowing Jesus, without having your moment with God, without praying and being in the face of God, so that when you get on the phone, that you will be able to minister to those people and help them right where they are. And so what happened is, I had agents that would get on calls and wouldn't be able to close the call. And before it was over with, you have the agent mad, the customer on the other phone is mad, and then you almost about to, cuss each other out. And it's like, hold up, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is not the way it's supposed to go. And so I would oftentimes have to go to the agent and said, just put them on hold, just put them on hold. And then I would begin to talk to the agent, and I would say, listen, God will create a need to bring people to a purpose. The need is that they heard the CD online and it spoke to the core of what they were going through. But that's not the purpose of the call. The purpose of the call is when you begin to listen beyond the call. Don't take the call at face value. Don't think, oh, they just need to see this, that, and the other. You are there not only to take a call and to provide a product for the customer, you're there to minister to the customer in some way, form, or another. And so I had to make them understand, listen beyond the call. Don't think just about the product. It's not just about the product, it's about the person. It's about what they're going through. There were times when they couldn't close a call, and then I had to get on it and close the call. Come to find out, people are getting ready to be evicted out of their homes. Come to find out, people were getting ready to commit suicide. Come to find out, people were being abused by their husbands. You know, all types of things were going on in their lives. But the product brought them to the call, but it had nothing to do with the purpose. And so I would say, always listen beyond the call. So this is where that book was birthed. It was birthed out of that moment where I was teaching those agents. Don't take the call at face value, but listen beyond the call, because there's a need that you could possibly speak to before they get off the call. And that's where that book was birthed from. The title of it is Listen Beyond the Call. And as I said before, because people listen to speak, you don't listen to people to speak. You listen with an intention to hear what they have to say, not speak. Because if you're going to listen to them, when you do respond, you want it to be something that they can take home, you know, and make it a part of their lives. Why? Because you took the time to listen. You took the time to hear, but not to be able to just say something, but say something that's life-changing, that'll change them forever.
Now, y'all see why Belinda's going to be an amazing purpose and power coach. She has such a heart for people, and of course, she's a teacher and trainer herself. So I'm glad to build this platform for her. As a part of the platform, we designed the website, and you can go there, CoachBelindaHenderson.com. You can see it and everything that's there. But as a part of her package and building her digital footprint and her platform, I decided to give her something special. And so what I did was I created her logo for her. So I'm going to bring that up. So this is your new logo. So tell everyone what you thought about it and what it means to you.
Oh my God. When I first saw it, first of all, my favorite color is red. Red and black. It's just red, black, and white is my favorite color. So he captured that. But then what I thought about it, when I look at this, it's a house. It looks like a house to me. And I was like, oh my God, Lord, you are going to allow me to speak into people's life while I help form a foundation for them. And through that foundation, we're going to build upon that foundation. And when we finish, it is going to be a house, and you will be a person that's fit for the master's use. Then I looked at the top of the logo where it looked like a mountain. And as I shared with you before, you know, you have you getting ready to embark upon a time in your life, you know, where you need to climb. But I wanted to make sure, as your purpose and power coach, that you're fit for the climb. It's one thing to start out doing something and not have no clue of what's expected of you. And then sometimes you walk in a place of failure. But for me, I want to build that foundation for you. And I want to give you something that when you get tired in the middle of climbing the mountain, when you want to give up in those times when you're climbing, that it will be something that was placed down inside to you that would say, I'm too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that this road would be easy.
Come on.
Because I don't believe that he brought me this far to just leave me. So I want to make sure, as your purpose and power coach, that you are fit for the climb. That's what I got out of that logo.
Come on now, you preaching. Come on, I'm gonna pull this up. This is gonna be a first for you. I'm gonna pull this up again. This is the website again that we designed for Belinda for her coaching business. But check this out, Belinda. You'll be the first to see it. I'm gonna hit reload and look what happens.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
So now
Yes,
now,
build.
now your branding is on your website, your logo is up, and so that is complete. But people just don't know. They don't know when you're building out a platform, and this is what we do in terms of helping our clients bring their vision to
Awesome.
is all the pieces. We help them bring the pieces together to actually do the things they need to do. And we have people that we work with as well outside of my own skill sets that we utilize as well. But when she said, I want to be a coach, there's this whole thing about, okay, you want to be a coach, but how will people schedule meetings with you? And I told her about Calendly. And
Mm.
and so we won't go too much into detail, but we did. I worked with her to set up her Calendly. She got it set up, and she has her 3 meetings set up: her free 15-minute session, her 1-hour session, her 30-minute power session as well. And so those are the things that need to be built out if you're looking to build a coaching practice. And there's a lot of steps. If you want to just share a little bit about, was it easy or hard? What was your experience in building your own Calendly app?
Oh, you know what? Calendly is very, very user friendly. I was just really excited about it because, as amazing as Mr. Steven is, everything he does is almost easy. It's you, if he get it, then it's not something really, really hard that you need to do. Because for me, it's like, okay, my first thing is that I'm not a branding coach. I don't know how to do all this computer stuff and everything. So Lord, please make it really easy. And I'm telling you, Calendly is very easy to use. It's a free site that you can use. And I mean, he thinks of everything. Anything that you have not thought of, trust me, he's gonna think, because the first thing you'll be going like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. And there's almost nothing that he forgets about. And so that's what's so awesome about him, is because he wants you to have the best. The best. When you hire him as your coach, you are getting the best because he sees what you don't see. He knows what, over 30 some years in this business, 32 years or more. He sees what you don't see. He knows what you don't know. And he'll just come up with something, and I'll be like, oh my God, wow, I didn't think of that. That's what you want. That's who you want to coach you. You want somebody to coach you that can't see what you see, that can't think about what you need to think about, because you be thinking about something that's like, well, you don't need that right now, but being able to guide you in the way that you need to go for that moment, for that time, for that second. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it was more than what I can imagine. More than what I can imagine.
So
And I think about all the things that I've done in my life. I'm a teacher by profession of 30 some years. I'm in investment, and then it's just so many things that I do. And I think about all the things that I've done. I've had my own preschool in 4 locations. I mean, and the list goes on and on, speaking in conferences and things like that. And all of those things that God allowed me to do up to this one moment in my life, all of it was leading up to one moment. And that was to be a purpose and power coach, where you can speak into people's lives and things change.
yeah.
That is just so amazing to me, that the sum total of my life was this moment on yesterday when I launched
Oh,
my
no, no, no,
purpose and
don't tell them.
power
Wait a minute, we're gonna get
coaching.
there. No, we're gonna get there. No, we're gonna get there. Don't tell them that part yet. Wait a minute. You've been doing great. I don't want to give them a sneak peek at where we're going, but I was just about to bring this up. So, as part of her platform, not only were we looking at designing the website, but what is the plan to launch out to her target market? Most web designers and people who do branding, they can do that part, but they're not thinking forward into the next steps of growth. And so, part of her package, Belinda's package, was the rollout and the launch of her actual company, right? So instead of just designing her website and saying, now you're live, and then her trying to figure out, how do I promote it and how do I reach my target market? We went through a bunch of different exercises for her to write lists of the people that she needs to contact, and also utilizing Zoom as a way to do the meeting. And so I went in and set up a whole Zoom launch program for her, along with the graphics that came along with that. And so I just want to pull it up so you can see it. So this was a part of her package. We went in and we created social media posts for her to put up. And the thing that I love about Belinda is, once we started putting together this purpose and power plan for her life and for her launch, she's beginning to walk in her purpose. And so part of that is understanding the things you need to do to really promote where you're going. And so we created that post. And I love the fact that when I gave Belinda the information, I said, look, I'm going to create these posts, I'm going to create this Zoom, I'm going to create the event, but you're going to have to do the next steps. This is up to you. You're going to have to post it, you're going to have to put it on Facebook. And let me tell you what happened. I'm going to pull this up. And show you. She went in and she went all out. And this is what you got to do when you find your purpose. When you have a plan, you got to follow it. She put it on her Facebook. She had it right there. We had our event last night, and she posted it. And look, she has been doing everything I said. I said, shoot a video. She shot a video. I said, post it multiple times before the event. She posted it 2-3 times before the event. And when you do that, you follow the instructions, you get the right result. Look,
Yes.
She put the post up, she put the text in she was supposed to, and even in the text, she had the link for the registration. And look, 27 people gave her reactions, 22 comments, people saw it.
2 shares.
And 2 shares, and they responded. What was your feeling when you saw that happen, Belinda?
Well, it's like following directions, following the fact that somebody has done this before. Branding is something I've always wanted, that I needed it all my life. I just, because I know when I see the top, I know when I see that something that is top notch, I know when I see it. But I knew, wow, how can I get there? How can I get there? And I met this man, and he was a whole package. Anything that I could think of, oh yeah, we do that. I was like, what do you not do? So I'm listening to him, and he's telling me what to do, putting it out. I'm following directions. And it's very important that, if you have him as your purpose and power coach, it's important that you follow directions, because he's giving you something that worked. So I followed directions. I did it. It wasn't easy. It was very challenging with things. I was like, God help me. I don't know what I'm doing. But like I said, how he handles you. It's one thing to make people feel stupid. And it's another thing to make people feel like, oh, it's okay. You just don't know that right now. We're going to work through that. And then you'll be like, oh, okay, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? So when I followed directions on what he said, we had I had an incredible lunch on yesterday. And what's amazing, am I going to?
No. I want you to go ahead. I'm just going to bring up the, because we went to Zoom, and I went to Zoom and created the registration page for her, and had the text there, and for people to fill out. And so we had, I think it was 26 people
20,
registered?
Yeah, 28. I think it was 28.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 28 registered. And so you can go ahead and talk about it. So we had the event last night. So go ahead and talk about that.
Yes. And so, I'm going like, Lord Jesus, please just let the people come, and let them just be nice to me, and help me launch this, and don't leave me out here by myself. Here I'm just praying or whatever. But because I did everything he told me to do, and what was funny? My daughter was like, Mom, just do what he says. If he say do it, I'm like, but I don't. Do it. Just do it. Because this, he's telling you how this is going to work. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So I did everything he said, even when it was challenging. Going live and knowing what buttons are pushing this and that. It was very, very, you're talking young. I don't, but it's a good thing. And I did everything. And those people literally responded. They text me. And said, I'm getting on. They was like, some of them said, I'm going to be in my car. Right? I'm still coming on. I don't care. I want to see it. I want to be there. I'm excited for you. Even right now, I'm still getting texts saying, it was just so awesome, Miss Belinda. And I'm so happy for you. You deserve it. And that made me feel really good. And another thing that I talked to him about was that most of the time when you do a Zoom, this is the way I grade a Zoom, if it was a good Zoom, is when people stay on. When people start clicking out, you look up, they all jumping out, boom, everybody stayed on, literally. I mean, it was at the point to some of them, seemed like they didn't even want to get off. At the end, we had to just start clicking them off. Hello, bye-bye. And they were still sitting there going like, what's next?
And that meeting went over an hour.
Yes. It
Mm.
went over an hour, and it was just really, really good. And it's just, it's one thing to love people, but it's another thing when people love you back. You
Mhm.
know, speak what they said was like, Miss Belinda, you deserve this. You've been doing this all your life. This is who you are. This is it. That's you. But the only way that they could say that is if they know who I am.
Mhm.
But it was just such congratulatory, kind words that they gave, and it was just a success.
Mhm.
It really was a success.
In the meeting, I'd instructed and coached Belinda that there's certain things you say in a launch meeting to get buy-in early on so you can see who is the target market that's going to respond from that meeting. And I gave her the words to say, and she nailed it. She said it. And you had multiple people say, it's me you're talking to. I'm ready. I want a coaching session. And you've actually had people, I didn't tell you this, but you had people message you through the website saying they want to go ahead and set up a meeting. So I'll show you that after the recording. I'll show you that piece.
Wow.
But people are already responding, and even in the meeting, there was a lady that stepped up. We won't say her name, but she stepped up, and she's in law enforcement. And she said, "What did she say to you about sending you some business?"
She was saying, asking me, did we talk about grief counseling or whatever? Because she is a sheriff. She's a sheriff of the Dallas sheriff, a sheriff of the Dallas, Texas department. I mean, she really is high up in there. When she introduced herself, it was an understatement. But she deal with all types. She's not only a sheriff, but she's a the person when they go to jail. She is their when they get probation. Yeah, she's a probation officer. I mean, it's nothing that this lady doesn't do. And she was like, man, Miss Belinda, this is you. I've known you all these years. This is you. And I'm telling you, I cannot wait to send all of these people that I know to you, because I know you're going to help them and be a blessing to their lives. So I told her we're going to be doing, and there are other things I'm literally connecting to my coaching and power, my purpose and power coaching. It's a lot of things that's going to be involved that you could be able to take advantage of, and not just the coaching, but it's going to be a lot that's going to be available to you that you can take advantage of as me being your purpose and power coach.
So I want to say right now that Belinda and I will be doing some joint events together and spreading the purpose and power love everywhere we go. If you have an organization, if you have a company, a group of people that need to be empowered, that need to have hope for their future, let us know. Reach out, let us know, and we definitely would love to talk to you to set those things up. And if it's outside of Texas, then we might have to talk about travel expenses and things like that. As long as you take care of that, we'll be there. But anyway, so this is great, and you're an amazing person. You're doing amazing work already. So many people from your church to your community to your family have given you accolades, and I'm just thankful that God brought you to me so that I could help you bring your vision to life. It's going to be amazing. And this is just the beginning. And even on your website, I want to tell you, even on your website, and I'll show you the back office of your website once we get off this recording. Uh,
Wow.
Within just like the last 2 days, you got over 50 people that have come to your website already.
Oh, you
Yeah,
serious?
it's already exploding. And we just did the launch yesterday. So, I mean, the word is
God.
getting out and people are spreading it. People are sharing it. We want you to share this information as well. If this video has impacted you, if you know someone that needs to watch it, they have maybe a nonprofit organization or a company, and they need to hear about what we're doing through either Purpose and Power Coaching or through my company, Manifest Media LLC, through what, designing graphics, branding, and all of that. I would love to talk to you about helping you do the same. If you have an idea for a company you want to launch, if you have a company that you need to revamp and relaunch, if you don't have a website or you have one that needs to be fixed, let me know. These are all the things that we do. But I'm telling you, I wanted to bring Belinda on as a client in the spotlight because she is the ideal client. When we first met, she said, "This is what I want." I heard her say what she wanted, but I knew there was more, and we talked through it. And once I blew it up for her and showed her what was possible, she said, "I want that." She paid the right investment. You have to invest in yourself, and she made the right
Absolutely.
investment in herself right at the beginning. And when she did that, I said, "Well, then I'm going to give you everything." Here we go, and we started lining it all up. And within just a matter of a few weeks, we had her website design, her branding together, and her launch put together. And we did the launch. And she's already got people who want to schedule meetings with her. And she just started. So this is just the beginning. Congratulations to you, Belinda. You're an amazing lady, amazing woman of God, and you're going to be an amazing purpose and power coach. I'm glad to have you on our team, but more importantly, I'm glad that you're my friend. and that you are one of my clients.
Can I say this?
Sure.
I just want to say this. If you ever think about doing anything that was expressed on this Zoom video, this man, Stephen Walker, is your one-stop shop. I mean, I'm talking about just name it. Just name it. Just say what you need. He already does it. It's absolutely incredible. I'm just happy to be a part of his team.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Thank you so much for your kind words. And I will tell you this, if I can't do it, I guarantee you I will find somebody that can. So don't worry about it.
Immediately.
Yeah, we're going to make it happen. So
Immediately.
look, God bless. Thanks for watching this video. And we look forward to hearing from you. When you're ready to get started to bring your vision to life, contact me and we will make it happen. God bless you.
Bye-bye.